I don't sense a lot of enthusiasm to go out there and buy these software stocks 30, 40, in some cases 50% off their highs this morning. I don't see it. I don't see it on our platform. Don't see it on X. Don't see it anywhere.
No, and we have seen our strategists that have been talking about the fact that, look, this may be overdone. This is a reset. There's a re-rating going on. But as far as buying at these levels and just seeing where sort of how far the knife falls, no one really knows. I mean, I just was on the conference call listening to Monday.com, and they were getting peppered. Management was getting peppered by analysts about what's happening in the software space. And some of their commentary was basically like saying, look, most of our customers are still trying to figure out the best way to use AI, and they're coming at it from a place of curiosity. They did talk about how their customers really love their products, and also talking about vendor consolidation, that customers are looking at vendor consolidation. So there is still a lot to be seen as to how much AI is disrupting the entire industry. And I think that that's the concern in the market right now.
Brooke, I loved what the Goldman team wrote this morning on software stocks. Buried at the bottom, they had these two charts we showed here at the top of the show. They're comparing to what happened to newspaper companies and their stocks when the internet rose to fame in the late 1990s and early 2000s. A little bit of a stretch, at least initially, but their main point here, Brooke, is that it's hard to determine how much these software stocks are truly worth because the earnings haven't bottomed yet.
And what we've seen here today when it comes to Microsoft, Palantir, Oracle, Shopify, Intel, all these major companies really selling off quite significantly, with Palantir and Oracle down more than 20% year to date. And you actually pointed out this morning, this new acronym that's popping up, FOBO, this fear of becoming obsolete. And as you point out,
love it.
FOBO, we have Momo, we have FOMO, we have FOBO now. This fear of becoming obsolete within this dynamic where these software stocks certainly need to adapt rather. And we see some bullish takes on the street this morning to try to soothe investors' mindset when it comes to this fear that these software companies won't be able to advance themselves to make it through and push through this next age of AI, this revolution that we're currently seeing underway. And there's some more bullish takes about how exactly software stocks will continue to gain momentum, like ServiceNow, like a Salesforce, within this broader environment where we do have that fear that these software stocks will no longer be applicable in this sort of AI world.
Victoria, last word too. You know where there is no FOBO or fear of becoming obsolete? Palantir. I think a lot of people forgot what this company reported a week ago. Mind-blowing results. Guidance blew everybody away. Is that the type of name that you come back to this week?
I think because of the drawdown that you've seen in some of these names, again, we're going to go back to our type of clients that are long-term investors. I think you can start dipping your toe back in the water in some of these. It really comes down to a question of uncertainty. How on a sliding scale, how much are AI and software as a service companies going to be able to coexist together? Because we know these companies are deeply embedded in corporations' workforces. They're not just going to be gone immediately. They're going to coexist in some level. But the question is how much pricing power gets put on these companies. Like you said, earnings will show us that as we go through coming quarters. But I do think you can probably dip your toe in the water on some of these that have had such significant pullbacks and such strong balance sheets.
Victoria, tough question before I let you go. If your Cowboys were playing in the Super Bowl, would you have watched the whole thing?
Probably yes.
See? Got to ask these follow-ups.